I already know that in the comments, a lot of people are going to hate on, on this video. But that's totally fine because I only care about helping the people that genuinely want to be helped as quickly as possible. So one thing that I hear all the time when I'm meeting with prospective new clients is they'll tell me their story. They'll say stuff like, I have this huge leak at the poker table. I have trouble folding to aggression and it's costing me tens of thousands of dollars, and can you please help me fix it? And they'll say stuff like, oh, it's because when I was young, my father behaved in this way and he used to say these things, and I picked that up from him. Or they'll say, I was bullied in school and I don't like being bullied, and so this is how I fight back. And there's always a story, an explanation of this happened in the past and that's why I am the way I am now. And I get it. People are kind of trained to think this way, to look for the link of like, what was the root cause of the problem? There's so many industries, so many businesses and methods of coaching, high performance coaching, mindset coaching, whatever, that rely on this idea of, okay, if you got this problem, let's figure out where it began. When did it start? What happened when you were little? And let's attack that so that you won't keep doing what you do now. It's a very appealing idea because it allows you to believe that you don't actually have to change anything about who you are now. No, let's just go back in time and change something about the 8-year-old version of yourself and how you responded when some kid kicked your football onto the school roof. That's what happened. That's my story. That's actually real. So it's like let's not talk about who you are now and how you behave when you're put under stress and pressure. Let's go back in time, which is, by the way, is not real. It's not something you can actually do. Let's go back in time and talk to the 7-year-old who was sitting there feeling that way, and let's explain to that 7-year-old that it's not about you. The bully is projecting, right? Let's explain to the 7-year-old that it's best if you just let it go, right? It's all the same ineffective mindset coaching ideas that get thrown out there now. It's like, oh, you had a bad beat, let it go. How's that working out? Oh, you misplayed that hand, forgive yourself. How's that working out? So now we're taking this idea that doesn't work in the present moment and we're infusing it to the 7-year-old version of yourself and trying to tell that person through the portal of time. Can you see what the problem is here? We have invented all of these methods of, I have this problem, how do I fix it? Now we're inventing all these ways to do it, aside from doing the two things that actually need to happen in order for you to stop doing the behaviors that are costing you money. And these two things are, it's very, very simple. Number one, accept that what happened, happened. Number two, accept and be present with the feelings and emotions that you have right now in relation to what happened. That's it. You can save yourself hundreds of hours of therapy and sitting on a couch and talking with somebody and going over every bad thing that happened to you by just focusing on these two things. I will admit these two things create a lot of emotional discomfort that most people are unprepared to handle. But if you are really wanting to resolve your issues and perform at the levels that you desire to perform, make all the money you wish to make, have all the success you wish to have, these are the things that you have to do. Or you can buy into the idea that I am the way I am now because of this thing that happened. And you're, in doing so, creating this permanent link that cannot be undone, which essentially binds you to this fate of, I always behave this way when this happens. Is that what you really want for yourself? Because that's what you're creating when you fuse these together. This, I am this way because of this. So you can keep believing that and then keep working with people and ideas that involve you traveling back in time and then convincing a small child to be more logical. Or you can get to work and do the real stuff. learn acceptance. That happened, and this is how I feel, and here I am. I don't need to like that happened. I don't need to like that this is how I feel, but I know how to be present with it each and every time that this experience is happening. So it might be a thing that if you really want to work through it, it might happen the next 100 times you get into a river spot playing against somebody who has more success than you, that you have to be able to be present with that feeling in the moment when it happens. And if you can't do it, you're probably going to keep clicking the call button and keep putting the chips in when deep down you know you're beat. Or you're just going to keep trying to bluff the player that deep down you know never folds, because you can't get present enough in that moment with the feelings that are happening to make any other choice. And that's how it's going to continue being until you make that switch. So it's up to you. You can believe whatever you want. You can continue believing I am this way because of that, which how could you ever know? Look, I'm not dumb. Obviously, the things that we experience earlier in life affect how we behave now. But I cannot change those things. I can accept that those things happened. I can accept that I responded the way I did. And most importantly, I can be present with the feelings that I have now, which will give me the perspective to make different choices in those moments when it's a familiar feeling that reminds me of that. That's how you break the link. So it's up to you. You get to decide where you want to put your attention. Do you want to spend your time talking endlessly about all the bad things that happen to you? Or do you want to get to the real work and learn how to be present with the emotions that you're having now? A life of acceptance doesn't mean that you love everything that happened. It just means that you're okay to move forward. You are the version of yourself that can see the full picture and act in ways that you're going to be completely happy with moving forward, which in poker tends to mean that you get to make way more money than you're making now. All right, so for those of you who are addicted to, talking about your past, I look forward to hearing your comments about how much you hate this video. That's totally fine. For those of you, though, who are serious about upgrading your levels of performance, winning more money, I genuinely hope that you take everything that we talked about here and use it. If you want to work with me directly on it, come find me, pokerwithpresence.com. At the very least, come check out some free stuff that I've got over on the site that will get you moving in this direction of understanding what it takes to become more present with each emotion as it comes in the moment so that you can play better, win more money, feel good. That's what we're all about here. So hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.